Live from the Rock Ridge Broadcasting Room at Rock Ridge High School, this is Rock Ridge Rundown.
Good afternoon, I'm Will, this is Hollis, and this is your Rock Ridge Rundown. Rock Ridge Rundown is your weekly news broadcast put together by the Journalism 1 and 2 classes. We'll broadcast live every Friday at 1:50 p.m. Today is Friday, April 11th, and we hope your day's been going well so far. We have several stories to get into this afternoon, so let's get right into that.
Do you like free money? I know for sure I do. And with juniors approaching their senior year and seniors almost done with high school, getting applied for scholarships will help a lot. They can get you anywhere from $100 to $5,000 towards future education endeavors. On May 18th, there will be an awards ceremony for any scholarship recipients, which takes place at 5 p.m. and is being held in the Rock Ridge Performing Arts Center. If you apply for any, please let Alice Pelton know from the counseling office know which one you applied for. The due date to apply for any scholarships in the next 2 months is May 15th. So, if you have any questions about scholarships or need help with anything, talk to your counselor or talk to Alice Pelton at alice.pelton@rrps.org for more information.
Today, Mr. Fettig is taking some of the students in the Rock Ridge Music Department on a trip to Chanhassen. There, they will watch the musical Grease at the Chanhassen Dinner Theater and enjoy a nice dinner. Grease takes place in 1959 and follows teenagers through the complexity of peer pressure, politics, and love. The name of Grease comes from the youth subculture of the late 1950s, where some kids are known as greasers. Grease takes place at the fictional Rydell High School in northwest Chicago, which is based on the real-life Taft High School in Chicago. The songs take inspiration from early rock and roll, with early productions of the show being aggressive and raw, later being toned down. After the show tomorrow, the Rock Ridge students are headed down to the Mall of America for some shopping, and then leaving to head back to Rock Ridge.
If you enjoy watching sports, value your own opinions, and think everyone else should too, then you'd be a great fit for the broadcast team. The broadcast team is currently looking for any students who would be interested in giving play-by-plays on their live streams of baseball games, softball games, and other sporting events this spring. The broadcast team needs you to help share some of these spring sports with anyone who can't make it to the game, and having a talented speaker to give play-by-plays makes sure the experience stays fresh and easy to follow. Joining broadcast team, especially for an announcing gig, can be a great way to exercise your public speaking skills, both for newcomers looking to shake some social anxiety, as well as experienced speakers looking to hone their craft and expand their horizons. If you're interested in helping out this spring, contact Bill Bryson at bill.bryson@rrps.org. All applicants grades 7 through 12 are welcome. After this short break, we will be back with your weekend forecast.
Hello Rock Ridge High School, this is Chase Knutson with your forecast. Starting with today, we'll have a high of 54 and a low of 30. This weekend temperatures are staying steady. Saturday with a high of 53 and a low of 39, and then cooling down Sunday with a high of 39 and a low of 31. Going into next week, temperatures will be cooling down. Monday with a high of 39 and a low of 31. Tuesday also with a high of 41 and a low of 27. Wednesday will have a high of 49 and a low of 25. However, beginning Thursday, things will heat up again with a high of 55 and a low of 36. And finally Friday, having a high of 53 and a low of 32. That's all I have for you this week. After this short break, we'll be back with Coach's Corner.
Good afternoon. Welcome to Coach's Corner. I'm Coach Ebro, and we got some stories for you today. The Wolverines of Rockridge boys tennis team faced off on Tuesday against an overwhelmingly victorious game against the Grand Rapids Thunderhawks. Marking the fourth game of the season and the fourth game of the Wolverines remain undefeated this season. The Wolverines nearly completely dominated the court, and the Thunderhawks with a win rate of 5 matches won compared to only 2 matches lost. In singles games, 3 victories to only 1 loss as players Gage Benz, Wyatt Frederick, and Peyton Marks all won their matches without giving any room for the Thunderhawks. Senior Aiden Rabidou lost his match, unfortunately, but not without a fight, losing only by a hair. Doubles was largely similar, with almost nothing but victories for Rockridge. A pair of Willie P., Will Peterson, and Aiden Sanis won their matches, with duo Levi Flalley and Gus Mackey claiming victory in their game alongside them. Only 10th graders Gavin Harley and Noah Pearson would lose their match, nevertheless playing hard until the very end. Only 4 games into a 20-game season, the Rockridge boys tennis team is dominating the path to this season, giving no ground as they sweep through the competition undefeated. This week, on Tuesday the 8th, the Rockridge varsity track and field team went to Crosby Ironton for the Crosby Ironton meet. It was a very anticipated meet, mainly knowing everyone knew it was going to be the day that if they wanted it, they'd have to come out with the dub. The team ended up leaving around 12:15, arriving at Crosby Ironton around 2:45, only leaving us with very minimal amount of time to warm up. But luckily, the team would go to prove that they only needed a small amount of time to warm up their legs before going out and destroying the competition. With 14 teams pulling up to the meet, we would end up sweeping the competition with both boys and girls, with our guys reeling 151 points and the gals with 172. Well done, ladies and gentlemen. Senior Ethan Pond, who joined track for the first time this year, says, "Tuesday was awesome. I triple jumped, long jumped, and high jumped. One highlight of the day was clearing 5-6 in high jump and dapping up Ebro right after. Good job, E-Pond." Fun fact to put things into perspective, jumping over 5-6 is the equivalent of jumping over Jack Black. You can officially say that you've cleared Steve himself. Nice job, Ethan. Once again, props to the varsity team for doing so well on Tuesday. But remember, you still have a majority of the year left, so keep it up. Now it's that special time where we're gonna stop, drop, and roll. Back to what happened past week in Rockridge sports. On Tuesday, the track team went to Crosby Ironton to join in this week's reindeer games. Thankfully for Rockridge, we're not Rudolph, so they let us play. The Wolverines topped the nice list this week, placing first in both men and women, scoring 151 and 172 in each respectively. That same day, we enjoyed a smorgasbord of various games, starting the boys tennis team, who hosted GNR Thunderhawks, and boys baseball hosting Greenway Nashua Keewatin, where the Wolverines raided a victory from GNK, finishing 12-2. And to cap off Tuesday evening, we saw the girls softball team hosting Marshall from Duluth, making up a game originally scheduled for Monday night. The Wolverines were able to obliterate the Hilltoppers, finishing with a 29-0 victory. Now to finally talk about a day other than Tuesday, not just yesterday, we had the boys tennis team hosting Hibbing for a dual meet, and the girls softball hosting Hibbing, who ended their second game of the week scoring 11-4. Now bear with us for a little longer. We'll make like a goose and take a gander at what the next week's got in store. We'll start off with tonight, where the boys baseball swinging down to Maple Grove of all places just to face up against Hibbing. Then tomorrow we've got girls softball rolling out to Cambridge Asante with a track invitational in St. Francis High School. On Monday we've got boys welcoming the GNR Thunderhawks to the jungle, and the girls softball hosting Wasabi East. Hopefully the Wolverines can summon their inner David and make it against the Giants. On Tuesday, boys tennis will travel to their first away match, heading down to Cloquet for some racket against the Lumberjacks. That same night, boys baseball will host Bemidji, and girls softball will bring a greyhound to a cat fight, hosting Duluth East. On Wednesday, we'll have our girls golf team hosting a meet at the Virginia course, and the next day, we'll see our track team headed down to Chisholm for this week's meet. On the same night, girls softball will host Superior, and hopefully the Wolverines can make like Taliban's and topple the Spartans. Hoo boy, now I can finally say that we've got coming to you for the next week of Wolverine sports. Thanks for hanging with me in Coach's Corner this afternoon, and I'll see you next time.
And now you're watching Worldwide Wolverines with Laska
and also her class.
Wait, what if you actually died from dancing? Actually, that has happened. Yeah, let me tell you some theories about it. Hold on. Another theory is that it was just caused from stress. And stress happens a lot of times, especially now. And people use other things to cope. Some people use dancing, some people use a sport, some people use reading. And I guess they use theirs for dance.
That sounds exhausting. I wonder how many people died. Yeah, we don't know much, but by August there was like 400 people that died, and it was like really ongoing. So
yeah, there's at least 15 deaths per day.
oh my! What are you doing? Turn that off. Just turn it on. Yeah, just go.
Okay.
Music is banned. What are you doing?
But it's a good. Your shoes need 1,000 holy water now. Really get across me. Now you won't be possessed by the dancing plague. Plague was a very serious disease that you should all watch out for and be careful when you dance.
Applications for Scrubs Camp are now open. Hosted by Minnesota North and Hibbing, Scrubs Camp offers applications for various career camps. Located in the heart of Hibbing, Minnesota, North is proud to host this engaging camp that promises to ignite your passion for healthcare through immersive learning experiences and insightful site visits with local healthcare providers. We encourage students entering grades 9 through 12 who live in or attend school within the 7-county Arrowhead region to apply. At Scrubs Camp, participants will explore a diverse array of 11 thrilling careers, all guided by inspiring college faculty and dedicated local high school teachers. These educators bring their expertise to life through dynamic, hands-on activities and interactive projects, ensuring each career feels tangible and exciting. Maxine Lousing says, "I think Scrubs Camp will be a fun and educational experience for people going into the medical field." Are you ready to dive into the world of healthcare and discover your future at this incredible free career camp? Don't miss out on this unique opportunity.
April 15th is tax day. So if you don't want to get in trouble with the IRS, you better file your taxes soon. If you received a W-2, you can use a couple apps to do taxes, like TurboTax, where you just fill out your personal information, take a picture of the W-2, and let them do the work. After that, you can see how much you will get back, or if you have to pay in. A few fun facts about taxes. The IRS started during the Civil War. The tax code is over 70,000 pages long. The IRS is hiring right now, and they have armed enforcement agents. Make sure you have your taxes paid so their agents don't come and get you.
This last Friday, the Minecraft movie came out. This movie was massive, making over $163 million domestically on opening weekend alone. Many of Rockridge students went to see this life-changing movie, and it came through. Senior Jack Stella had this to say about this exquisite cinematographic experience. He said, "First we mine, then we craft. Let's Minecraft." Thanks for that, Jack. This movie has created an out-of-this-world experience for anyone who sees it. If you're planning on going, bring an umbrella, since in recent TikTok trends, people are known to throw items in the air during the moments of Chicken Jockey, I am Steve, the Nether, Flint and Steel, and Ender Pearl. This is truly a once-in-a-lifetime movie, and if you don't see it, you may never know the true meaning of satisfaction or pleasure. Indubitably, it should be Earth's national movie of all time.
Upcoming next week, we have a few important events to mention. Monday, there is a mandatory prom meeting for all attendees at 6 p.m. I'm sorry, guys. In the pack. On Wednesday, Mr. Hammer is setting up a Bite of Reality fair in the Athletic Commons for seniors. Students will be excused at 8:40 and will be done by 4:00.
This week's Wolverine of the Week is Senior Grape Saddle-Off. His activities include football and track. His hobbies are lifting, snowmobiling, and working on cars. Gabe says his favorite subject is weightlifting. Right.
That's all we have time for today. Next week, our broadcast will be going live Thursday at 1:50. Thank you for watching and have a great weekend.